For Rebekah Kendall, being a student athlete at MSU was truly a family affair. She arrived on campus with her twin sister, but she graduated with an MSU family.
You know, Morehead did a lot for me. College in general did a lot for me. First off, I was blessed to go to college with my twin sister and best friend, Rachel. And so that in itself was amazing because whereas most people are going to college and trying to figure out how to be involved, and make friends, soccer just allows you to have friends automatically, which was awesome. When I came to Morehead, I remember showing up and I was so scared. I was so scared that it was just, college is just intimidating. And Rachel and I showed up, and I remember all of my family showed up with me. Like literally, I think there was like 18 of us that moved Rachel and I into the dorm rooms. And I remember crying when they all left. I was just scared of all of it. I was scared of the fitness test, and my teammates were intimidating. But then once we got into practice and school, and I met these professors and I met these girls, and yes, they became a family I didn't realize I had, and I just loved them, and I loved spending time with them, and they were great. They were just wonderful to me.
A native of Sissonville, West Virginia, Kendall played soccer at Morehead State from 2004 to 2007. She was recruited by former MSU soccer coach Greg Sheen and attributes much of her growth and development as a soccer player and as a person to his caring nature and positive attitude.
I remember Greg, we went and played a game, and Greg was that kind of coach you just didn't want to let down because you loved him so much. But that game we played absolutely horrific. We played terrible, and and I had a PK shot and I missed it. It was just horrific. It was terrible. But he said after the game, he said, "Because I love you all, I'm going to take you out for steak." And it was after a loss, and we played bad. I mean, like little things like that went a long way, because just his love for the girls and how he loved coaching, and he was awesome. And I remember coming in college, and I was super nervous because I had ran all summer and I hadn't made the time for this fitness test. And I said, "Greg, I'm not going to make this fitness." I just looked at him and said, "I'm not going to make it." And he said, "Yeah, you are. You're going to make it. And afterwards, I'm going to make you breakfast." And we all ran that morning, and we ran back to his townhouse where he lived, and he made us all breakfast that morning. And so just things like that. I loved it. I loved playing for him.
She was an all-OVC selection as a junior with 30 career goals, tied for the most in program history. She also ranks first in school history with 11 match-winning goals and 284 career shots. She ranks second in school history with 74 career points, and her 13 career assists ranks third. She recorded a school record 8 points in one match 3 different times. While Kendall's stats are more than impressive and the wins on the field were exciting, it is the lifelong friendships that were formed that she says are the most rewarding.
It was the teammates that made the whole experience for me. It wasn't the goals, it wasn't the wins, it was just, Jenny Reinhardt was a teammate of mine, and she lived with us for 4 years. She ended up marrying my brother, and now she's my sister-in-law. And then Morgan Melzer, she still lives in Morehead, and her and I have this deep bond because we both had a baby severely premature. And so that was what I loved most, was being able to play along my best friends and my sister right there with me, and now my sister-in-law. Just the bonds you make spending that much time with those girls, day in and day out in hotel rooms, and just the memories.
Kendall is the first soccer player to be inducted into the Athletic Hall of Fame at Morehead State. While she is humbled and honored to be selected, she gives credit to her teammates for her accomplishments and considers this honor a group award.
To Morgan Melzer, Morgan, you and I have a bond. Sorry. Okay. I just had a baby 3 months early, and that very little people will understand. You traveled over 2 hours and stayed late into the night at the NICU with me and my daughter. You prayed for us. And in times like that, I understand God didn't just have me play soccer for an award. He was giving me lifelong friends that would get me through some of the darkest days of my life. Talking to Rachel is honestly the only therapy I need most days. Rachel, I get angry because there are never words in any language to capture the love we have for each other. When I called you and I made the Hall of Fame, you were so happy for me. Every adventure I made in college was with you. Why I'm so blessed by God to have my best friend every day, I'll never know. Some people search their whole life for a best friend to share life with, and God allowed me to be born beside mine. I feel blessed to have played college soccer, but to play it with a twin sister is indescribable. And to all the other countless teammates, this award goes to you. It's such a team sport, and so it's a bittersweet thing for me to sit here and receive this when they did so much with me, you know? Like I wish we could all be up there and receive it together.